Let's talk about some more off-season training with Mahomes and company, a Deebo Samuel update, Justin Reid in a charity dodgeball tournament, QB Dwayne Haskins accident details revealed, and much more. But first, how about those? What's up, guys? My name is Cole, and I do daily news about the Chiefs and the NFL overall, so make sure to sub if you're new, hit that like button, and if you want to up your Chiefs apparel and merch game, a large number of the shirts you see me wear, including this one, are from BreakingT.com. So if you want some dope Chiefs merch, while at the same time, this is a way to support the channel, use my affiliate link and grab you some at BreakingT.com/HBTC. And with that being said, let's get into this news. To start things off, yesterday was Nick Allegretti's birthday. Looks like the man turned 26, but the photo they used of him makes him look around 39. I don't know. Do y'all agree? Or am I way off here? He looks old. I don't know. But he originally entered the NFL as a 7th round pick by the Chiefs in the 2019 NFL draft, and this was the first time in 4 years that the Chiefs made a selection in the 7th round. Interesting to note. He made his first career start at left guard in Week 7 of the 2020 season against the Broncos and was widely celebrated last season for his big man touchdown against the Steelers. So yeah, happy birthday to this young lad. Hope he had a great day. And then there's more off-season training underway with Mahomes and company in Texas. There's photos as recent as yesterday out there of Juju, MVS, CEH, Blake Bell, Noah Gray, Travis Kelce, Corey Coleman, Doris Fountain, Shane Buechele, Gary Dieter, Josh Gordon, and the list goes on. And just know this, they are continuing to put in that work. I even saw a photo of Jody Fortson getting some work in. As we know, he had surgery and is rehabbing and all that, but he looks like he is getting back to work, which is dope. Let's go. And then Shane Buechele, and I believe it's his fiance, I don't think they're married yet. Well, they went to what looks like the University of Texas Golf Club. And can any of you explain to me what the heck is going on in this video? I'm not gonna lie, I watched this clip like 4 or 5 times. I laughed every single time because without any context, this is freaking hilarious. So if you know what the heck is going on, can you let me know in the comments down below? Because without context, it's just hilarious. I don't know, maybe it's a common thing they do at this golf club, but either way, freaking funny. And then here's a Deebo Samuel trade update. The standoff remains currently, as we are unsure if Deebo will get traded or not. It looks like the Niners offered him a contract offer, which is said to average just under $19 million per year, but Samuel is wanting more money. He's seeking an annual salary range closer to $25 million per year, which would put him in the top 4 as far as wide receivers' salaries are concerned. And with Deebo trade rumors still swirling, yesterday Arrowhead Pride, I think it was yesterday, put out a poll asking Chiefs fans if they'd like to see the Chiefs trade for Deebo Samuel. And surprisingly to me, 51% voted yes with 2,489 votes, and 49% said no with 2,355 votes. So it's pretty split down the middle. Surprising to me that the votes did tip in the yes favor, though I can definitely see the arguments as to why people would say yes. But either way, I'm not sure it really matters what the fans personally think, because shortly after I released my video yesterday, Jeffrey Chadia tweeted this out. He said, some speculation that Chiefs are interested in 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel because of draft capital. A team source says a move for Samuel or DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, or even Terry McLaurin is not likely. Told all those options are, quote, probably all long shots at this point. So that pretty much confirms my line of thinking, at least that the Chiefs are planning on going into the draft and hitting it hard there. But still, this is smokescreen season, as I said yesterday, so you never really know. The Chiefs could pursue someone and trade for them even right before the draft. We will have to wait and see about that one. And while I was on Shadia's Twitter page, I stumbled across this tweet about the Tyreek Hill trade. He doesn't really tweet much, so it was basically right below it. And it said this: a final note on Chiefs trading Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins. Hill wanted to beat Davante Adams' deal, or had no interest in staying in KC, no team discount in play, and team was concerned about him being a distraction without a deal getting done. Best move for both parties. So yeah, obviously this isn't news. I've covered this about the Tyreek Hill trade in multiple facets, but he had been on a team discount for most of his career due to the off-field issues at various times and wanted a big payday. We all know that, but the interesting part to me is the second part of this tweet that said the team was concerned about him being a distraction without a deal getting done and that it was best to move on for both parties. So yeah, technically the Chiefs could have made Hill just stay around and deal with it because he was still under contract, but with all this drama you see from players when they don't get their way and feel they deserve it, I'm talking about players like Deebo, Kyler Murray, even A.J. Brown, among others. I'm just glad personally that the Chiefs went ahead and let Tyreek go somewhere he wanted out of respect for him, traded him and got what draft capital they could out of him, and then moved on without the drama that could have unfolded. And that's all to say if that part of his tweet was indeed true, but he has hit on some other tweets, so it could very well be the case. I mean, you wouldn't think Tyreek would cause a dramatic scene, like threatening to sit out or anything wild like that if things didn't go exactly his way, but we will never really know. And I'm glad that's the case, to be honest, even though I will miss him. And while some players like Tyreek left this offseason, we've welcomed some new faces as well, including our new safety, Justin Reid. Well, it turns out that he's in a charity dodgeball event tomorrow with some other Houston celebrities. It's called the Ultimate Most Dopest Dodgeball Charity Challenge, and it looks like Justin Reid's team are the defending champs. This will be some exciting games of dodgeball that will help support the charitable foundations being represented. One of them is going to be NFL vet Whitney Merciless representing his With Mercy Foundation, and then of course Justin Reid, among others. And Justin Reid spoke a bit on his foundation yesterday, saying, "I'm very excited to announce the launch of J. Reid Indeed, which is an organization that will be focusing on underserved areas, primarily youth, and not only providing them with nutritional needs as far as after school meals, but also access to educational resources specifically in the tech zone areas. So building computer labs, teaching Excel courses, tools that'll serve them the rest of their life." So that's pretty dope if you ask me. And then there's a couple clips of him here as well. One is of him showing how you properly play dodgeball, from jumping to ducking to barrel rolling on the floor. And another clip here is pretty funny. It's of him actually beating Whitney Merciless in a quick 1v1 dodgeball match while the news was recording, and you get his celebration.
That's the preview right there. That's the scene. Cut it.
That's awesome. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of you watching don't live in the Houston area, but all the event details are in the description down below, including tickets that can be purchased to help raise money for these charities if you're interested in that. And speaking of getting detailed information, the NFL announced yesterday that they'll be releasing NFL team schedules on Thursday, May 12th at 7 p.m. Central across all of their platforms, but will pre-release various games in the coming weeks as well. During the first round of the 2022 NFL Draft on Thursday, April 28th, the league will reveal the first Thursday Night Football game, which takes place in Week 2, September 15th, and will be streamed on Amazon Prime Video this year. The Chiefs have been rumored as one of the teams that were wanted for that matchup, as well as another rumor that I'll touch base in a second. But on Wednesday, May 4th, the NFL will be announcing its entire slate of international games, and the Chiefs have also been suspected as one of the teams that could be in Germany or Mexico, where they've been awarded international marketing rights. And on the week of May 9th, the NFL says they'll be revealing select games. It's possible that we could get some holiday or primetime matchups during this week. We shall see there. And finally, teams will be permitted to announce their first home game opponent on Thursday, May 12th, 2 hours prior to the full season schedule, and that'll likely come with some sort of social media announcement. So keep your eyes on the Chiefs' social media channels for that news. And here's a quick reminder of the teams we do play, as our schedule is a wild one. Our 8 home games this season are against the Broncos, Raiders, Chargers, Jags, Titans, Rams, Seahawks, and Bills. And our 9 away away games are against the Broncos, Raiders, Chargers, Texans, Colts, 49ers, Cardinals, Bengals, and Bucs. This schedule is insane, and it looks like within the next few weeks we will figure out when the Chiefs will be playing against all of these teams. And it was kind of hinted at a little bit earlier, but there's been rumblings of our away game against the Bucs being in Germany, which seems likely to me considering Brady and Mahomes are two of the biggest names in the sport, and that'll be wild if that game is held there. And on the subject of wild and crazy things happening, we know the NFL community is still mourning the loss of late Steelers QB Dwayne Haskins. Well, there's an update to his story that I think you guys should be filled in on if you don't know already. It looks like Dwayne's wife told a 911 dispatcher that the quarterback was walking to get gas on the morning he was struck by a dump truck on a Florida highway. Apparently, Haskins called his wife, told her that he was getting out of his vehicle to get gas and that he would call her back when he returned to the car. Well, when she didn't hear back, she called 911 and requested that dispatch check on him. We know from there that he was found on the highway and did not survive, and the final crash report was also released by the Florida Highway Patrol, and it looks like Haskins was walking on the westbound side of I-595 when he entered into the travel lanes and into the path of the dump truck, which was traveling in the center lane. The front left of the dump truck struck Haskins, and the report concluded that Haskins was improperly in the roadway, and the driver of the dump truck was not found to have taken any actions that contributed to the accident based on the judgment of the investigating officer. Haskins was also struck by a second car traveling beside the dump truck that took evasive maneuvers to avoid him, but partially hit him on its right side undercarriage, according to this report. And a third vehicle may have also been involved based on one witness's account. And it's just tragic, man. 24 years old, a lot of life left to live. Yeah, very sad. And the accident remains under investigation. So I will definitely keep you all updated if anything worth sharing comes up out of this. But guys, just know this, tomorrow is indeed never promised, so make sure to make the most of today. Hug your loved ones, tell them that you care about them, as you never know what will happen today, and yeah, tomorrow's never promised. So make sure to sub for more daily news like this, and check out this video here from the previous day's news in case you missed it. So until next time, let's go. How about those